Hi friends, this is EL4501, Unit 3, Fabrication of IC, lecture taken by Dr. M. R. Gadvi. In today's lecture, we will be focusing on active components in IC fabrication, especially in the monolithic IC fabrications. We know that the commonly two active components are transistor and diodes. The best advantage in the IC fabrication over a discrete diode or the transistor is that all are manufactured on the same platform in a same batch, and therefore the H parameters or matching of H parameters are within 5% or lesser than that, which gives a wonderful outcome. Over the same thing, there is a certain minus compared to the discrete transistors or the diode, that the discrete transistors are at not mounted on the same bottom, and therefore the temperature gradient effect is less observed compared to the temperature gradient effect is observed in case of IC. It is also observed that the same platform based transistors are isolated by just a diffusion technique by introducing a P plus channel between the two independent islands. Like you can see over here, the next island will be on this side, the next island will be on this side. So it's just P plus channel, and that doesn't gives a very smooth operations as compared as to the discrete transistors. So a 1 minus, but at the same time a 2 very nice observation was taken for the IC based transistor. That is, the both are mentioned here. Number one, that collector contact being at the top increase the collector current path and therefore increasing in the collector series resistance. It is observed over here. If you look at the structure of the discrete transistor which you are using in the PCB, then the leads are taken from bottom, and therefore over there current are drained from the bottom of the chip. Over here they are taken the currents from the top of the chip, and therefore this is a drastic line of demarcation between the discrete transistor and the IC based transistor. Over here it is taken from the top, that means from here to here the throughout the path electron has to travel, and therefore it is offered a little bit more resistance for the current or the collector current, or the resistance offered by the collector in a series, that would be more compared to the discrete transistor. Well, obviously there is some alternative techniques are invented and discovered for the transistor on the ICs, and they have find it out a buried layer of a n plus layer. We will discuss in the next slide. What is the another advantage over a discrete transistor by the IC ट्रांजिस्टर? माने IC ट्रांजिस्टर में ऐसी थोड़ी बहुत तो खूबी है। एक माइनस हमने देखा कि डिस्क्रीट ट्रांजिस्टर का टेम्परेचर ग्रेडियंट वेरिएशंस लेस है कंपेयर टू द आईसी। आईसी में क्यों ज़्यादा है? बिकॉज दे आर माउंटेड ऑन द सेम प्लेटफॉर्म। सेकेंडली, दे आर जस्ट सेपरेटेड बाय द each component are just separated by a p plus channel layer, and therefore there is a variations will be predominated. The one more negative part is observed that the current and emitter and base, they are all connected from the top. तो क्या होता है कि करंट पाथ लंबा हो जाएगा, and therefore collector offered resistance for the current that would be larger. That is happening in the IC based monolithic transistor compared to discrete transistor. उसके अलावा और एक पॉइंट दिया है कि इन इंटीग्रेटेड ट्रांजिस्टर द एडिशनल पैरासिटिक कैपेसिटेंस अपीयर्ड बिटवीन द कलेक्टर एंड द सबस्ट्रेट। ये दोनों के बीच में एक पैरासिटिक कैपेसिटेंस जनरेट होता है, क्योंकि ये जनरली जो पी सबस्ट्रेट है, हमने पहले भी आपको बताया था स्पेशली ट्रांजिस्टर में कि हाई फ्रीक्वेंसी में ये थोड़ा लफड़ा करेगा, क्योंकि दिस सबस्ट्रेट्स आर always mounted on the ground and they are grounded. That means they are considered negative compared to the epitaxial layer. तो ये दोनों के बीच में रिवर्स बायस जनरेट होगा, तो यहाँ पे एक अननोन कैपेसिटेंस और द पैरासिटिक कैपेसिटेंस विल बी ऑब्जर्व। तो ये थोड़ी नेगेटिव पॉइंट ऑफ द आईसी बेस्ड मोनोलिथिक ट्रांजिस्टर है। उसके अलावा अगर थोड़ा बहुत और ध्यान से देखें तो वहाँ पे जो एडवांटेज है वो ये है कि एक ही प्लेटफॉर्म पे बने हुए ट्रांजिस्टर की वजह से वहाँ पे देर आर वेरिएशंस और डिस्क्रिमिनेशन बिटवीन द टू ट्रांजिस्टर्स एंड देयर एच पैरामीटर्स इन डिस्क्रीट ट्रांजिस्टर्स आर वेरी हाई। माने डिस्क्रीट अलग अलग जो कंपोनेंट ट्रांजिस्टर में आप पीसीबी पे लगाते हो, वहाँ पे एक ही बेच के ट्रांजिस्टर होने की संभावना बहुत ही कम है, और इसीलिए एच पैरामीटर्स में ड्रास्टिक वेरिएशन आएगा। तो आपके सिंक्रोनाइजेशन इन द सर्किट विल बी ऑब्जर्व वेरी लेस, और वो सबसे महत्वपूर्ण बात है वो आईसी में दिखाई दे जाती है कि आपके सर्किट में सिंक्रोनाइजेशन काफ़ी हद तक दिखाई देगा, क्योंकि एच पैरामीटर्स हैं वो हार्डली 5 to 10% के विद इन वेरी होगा, उससे ज़्यादा कभी भी नहीं मिल सकता। इवन इट इज़ रिटन हियर दैट HFE is just varied by 10%, not more than that, and matching between the base is extraordinary, you see. So this is how you can observe, and see VBE is matching better than 5 millivolt. So the difference between a two transistor VBE, even it is less than 5 millivolt, and therefore it is a fantastic output, or most synchronized output will be observed in case of the transistor base IC base ट्रांजिस्टर में। नेक्स्ट पॉइंट पे हम देखते हैं कि अगर सीरीज रेजिस्टेंस, यहाँ पे हमने बताया कि द करंट आर टेकन फ्रॉम द top of the IC chip, and therefore the current travel a longer path compared to the discrete transistor, and therefore the transistor is offering a more collector resistance in a series. अगर उसको कम करना है तो क्या कर सकते हैं? So that is you can buried a 1n plus layer within your IC transistor. So यहाँ पे अगर कोई एक बरीड लेयर आप इंट्रोड्यूस कर दो तो इट इज़ लुक्स लाइक योर डिस्क्रीट ट्रांजिस्टर। ये डिस्क्रीट ट्रांजिस्टर है, ये आईसी का ट्रांजिस्टर है। डिस्क्रीट ट्रांजिस्टर में नीचे एक एन प्लस सबस्ट्रेट दिया ही होता है, और उसके बाद कलेक्टर कॉन्टेक्ट आता है, ठीक है। तो यहाँ से ही कलेक्टर आप ले लोगे, एपिटेक्शियल ले लिए, और यहाँ से बेस और एमीटर ले लिए, तो यहाँ पे कलेक्टर करंट को ज़्यादा ट्रैवल नहीं आ रहा है, सीधा ही करंट मिल रहा है। over here it travel from one point to the another point. तो ये माइनस AC ये कम करने के लिए यहाँ पे एक आइडिया ये लगाएगा कि यहाँ पे नीचे बॉटम n प्लस ले, यहाँ पे भी P सबस्ट्रेट और n एपिटेक्शियल लेयर के बीच में अगर बरीड लेयर डाल दे तो you can improve that part. So buried layer is shown as in between that buried layer should be heavily doped, and therefore it is shown as a n plus channel, and this region will having a low resistivity compared to, because it's a more predominated with the ions, and therefore it will offer you less resistance. So it looks like a n plus layer shunt in the n layer. You can be asked such a short questions कि n plus layer basically किस तरह से वर्क करता है, तो आप बोल सकते हो it is working as a shunt. So I'm sorry, so this is a buried layer. Yes, so this is a buried layer. So यहाँ पे अगर previous IC देखो तो यहाँ पे लेयर नहीं था जो मोनोलिथिक इंटीग्रेटेड IC दैट इज़ A, ये A में बरीड लेयर नहीं है. तो अब हमने इसमें कलेक्टेड ऑफर्ड रेजिस्टेंस कम करने के लिए एक n प्लस बरीड लेयर इंट्रोड्यूस किया इन बिटवीन P सबस्ट्रेट और एपिटेक्शियल लेयर के बीच में. तो इसकी रेजिस्टिविटी काफ़ी कम होती है. सो करंट विल ट्रैवल मच फास्टर and reach to this one. So the time duration or the offered resistance in the path can be reduced because it is working as a shunt, right? So that is there. Then NPN transistor की बात होगी. अब PNP transistor. So PNP transistor is integrated in a circuit are fabricated is one of the following three way. या तो vertical या तो substrate PNP transistor उसको बोलते हैं. दूसरी प्रकार के ट्रांजिस्टर है that will be lateral PNP transistor, and third one will be the triple diffused PNP transistor. Vertical PNP transistor, that means the way we are preparing the NPN transistor, the same way we can prepare the PNP transistor. Only the variation, the substrate we have to take the P substrate itself use as a P type collector. So सीधा पूरा substrate है that is working as a collector. तो PNP वर्टिकल ट्रांजिस्टर में माइनस अगर देखा जाए तो एक ये आ रहा है कि उसका सबस्ट्रेट है वही आपको चेसिस पे माउंट करना है, एंड दैट विल बी इट इज़ ऑलवेज एज अ ग्राउंडेड. सो यू शुड बी वेरी मच कॉन्शियस while you are using a PNP transistors. It should be isolated from the chassis, and otherwise it will be shorted, and because of the fixed negative potential it may create sometime a problem in the circuit. Problem in the sense you should be conscious about using a PNP transistor while you are using the ground as a negative potential. So that is important, and most negative potential in the circuit provided good isolations. So you should be conscious about it. Okay, so this is limitation. So someone asked that what is the limitation in the vertical PNP transistor. So you should say that it should having the fixed negative potential is a limitation, as a substrate is held at the most negative potential in the circuit, providing a good isolation. So substrate ही आपका नेगेटिव है तो आपका फिक्स नेगेटिव पोटेंशियल always it is always, and that would be your limitation of your collector. So that is you have to be remember. Lateral PNP transistor. So vertical में ये limitation थी. So the another methodology in the innovation of the fabrication is taken place, that is a lateral. So अगर ये आपका P substrate है तो उसको हम collector use नहीं कर रहे. We are not using as an substrate, but we are the epitaxial layer is considered as a base, and at the time of a diffusion of a emitter, we are also making the another diffusion, that is of a another strip, and that would be a lateral strip, and that would be working as a collector, and therefore the transistor is referred as the lateral PNP transistor. So no addition, what is a advantage? You can cut short a one step over here. No additional mask is needed for this lateral P channel of a collector, but at a time of a fabrication of the base, you have to emitter, the yellow one, the same time you have to prepare the collector. On an average, it is observed that the concentration of a P and the concentration of the collector are partially different. So it's depend on which kind of the lateral P transistor you are fabricating. The diffusion process could be different, it could be same, but yes, at a masking process you do not require a different mask to prepare at a time of diffusion. So P regions are diffused from the emitter and the collector regions, and the lateral PNP transistor are as shown over here. So only the one short questions can be asked, that is about the extra mask is needed or not, and secondly is how the epitaxial layer and layer is working in the case of a lateral NPN transistor. The answer is it is nothing but your base. So now if the base is too large, then naturally there will be a limitations of the usage of this one. So if you compare a lateral NPN transistor and PNP transistor, so definitely there would be a one limitation, that lateral PNP transistor has a inferior characteristic compared to the usual large controlled by the lateral diffusion of the P impurity and the photographic limitations during the masking, and therefore the PNP transistor is normally given as a current gain is very less compared to this one. If you look at the NPN and PNP comparison, so this is a lateral and the another segment is of your PNP transistor. So this is drastic variations, almost 10 time jump you can observe from a lateral to the PNP. Though minus is the inferior characteristic is observed because of PNP lateral PNP transistor. एक तो ये कि P टाइप की इम्प्यूरिटी उसकी फोटोग्राफिक लिमिटेशन की वजह से और उसकी लेटरल डिफ्यूजन प्रोसेस की वजह से आपको थोड़ी कम कंसंट्रेशन का जो वेरिएशन हो रहा है एमीटर और द कलेक्टर में, दैट विल लीड योर वेरिएशंस in your PNP transistor normal given current, and that is in the range of 1.5 to 30, and this is it is obvious if you can able to remember the data, then it's fine, but one should not ask the question on basis of the readings. So that is one limitations. The another limitations, what you can see that the PNP and vertical PNP transistor is that the vertical PNP transistor has a disadvantage that the collector has to be held at the fixed negative potential, that we had already discussed कि एक माइनस PNP वर्टिकल में ये है कि ऑलवेज उसको नेगेटिव पोटेंशियल में ही यूज़ किया जाएगा फॉर द बेटर आइसोलेशन, as well as in case of NPN transistor it's not mandatory to keep it always as a negative potential. The last and important point in between the variation of NPN and the PNP transistor, so यहाँ अगर ध्यान से देखो तो ये तीनों पैरामीटर्स एक इंडिविजुअल क्वेश्चन बन सकता है. So that is a collector region is heated during the base and emitter diffusion. So the diffusion coefficient of the collector impurity should be as small as possible to avoid the movement of the collector junctions, right? So that is the very important point over here, that collector region है वो PNP transistor में is always happening because of the heated during the emitter diffusion, whereas the N type of the impurity have a small diffusion constant than the P type impurity, and therefore the N type collector moves very little while P type moves appreciably, and this is a variation is noticeable, and that creates in the heating up the components. So PNP ट्रांजिस्टर का अगर NPN से अगर आप चेक करो तो उसमें हीटिंग इंक्रीमेंट और द जंक्शन टेम्परेचर वो ज़्यादा फास्ट राइज अप हो रहा है, और उसका लॉजिक ये दिया गया है कि एन टाइप इम्प्योरिटी का डिफ्यूजन कांस्टेंट है that is little compared to the P type of the impurities, or that is a characteristic, so one cannot change it, and therefore it is unsolved problem of the PNP and the NPN transistor. So NPN collectors moves very little, expands very little, whereas the P type collectors is appreciably moves, and therefore it is the heated effect are observed over there. This makes a NPN transistor is superior performance in context to the PNP transistors. Multi-emitter transistor can be also possible. I think by looking to this picture, it is very clear that if I need a 3-terminal E1, E2, E3 with the same some group of the TTL group of the transistors based IC, suppose you are required a multiple number of the transistor having the very unified characteristic and so on, you can pick up the 3 different emitters within your same transistor island, and that could be so only the variation of the mask you need to modify it, otherwise everything is remain same, and the E1, E2, E3 are diffused with the emitter of the N plus channel, so all the N plus channels are also having the same ohmic contact, and you can having the very stable outcome for each pair of the resistor transistors. The Schottky transistor. Schottky transistor is basically used by shorting up the collector and the base by a Zener diode. The symbolized like this, right? The base with the S shape and the connection. So the Schottky transistor is basically developed in case of the fabricated IC because there is an idea to prevent the transistor not to enter in the saturation region. माने अगर saturation region में transistor ना जाए तो आपके पास flow of a current is in the better scope, और the rising of the current can be in the better way, और वो पाने के लिए आप कलेक्टर टू बेस को आप शॉर्ट कर रहे हो थ्रू अ सर्टन जेनर डायोड इफेक्ट. सो देयर इज़ अ कांस्टेंट पोटेंशियल से कम तो होना ही नहीं चाहिए. सो एक एग्जांपल दिए गए हाउ इट कैन बी अचीव्ड. सो कलेक्टर यू कैन कनेक्ट एज इट इज़, emitter is also there, but the connection between collector and base is done like this. So this is a white one is a base, yellow one is a collector. So you are making a joint, you are shorting them their junctions, and that would be your B. So this aluminum junctions that create the Schottky, or the metal is shorting both the P and N type. So it's a metal connection in between the, so metal Schottky connection, so which is a non-rectifying connections, and therefore this gives a result something like that when this diode D is conducting, it will create a potential drop of some around 0.4 volt at the collector, and if you look at the collector junction voltage is some around at the 5 volt. and therefore it is always at the lower potential, and this will lead to not to drag the transistor in the direction of the saturation zone. तो ये सिचुएशन की वजह से जैसे ही आप यहाँ पे पोटेंशियल, जैसे ही ये पोटेंशियल ड्रॉप 0.4 का जनरेट होगा तो इट विल बी नेवर अलाउड टू गो, और ये जो यहाँ जो 0.4 वोल्टेज का ड्रॉप आ रहा है विच इज़ ऑलवेज लेस देन इज द कट इन वोल्टेज। तो ये भी एक टैग लाइन ज़रूरी है कि वो क्यों नहीं जा रहा है सेचुरेशन जोन में। तो कि कलेक्टर वोल्टेज ड्रॉप जो है, बेस टू कलेक्टर वोल्टेज का जो ड्रॉप है बिकॉज ऑफ दिस डायोड, वो रफली 0.4 वोल्ट है, ठीक है। तो दे 0.4 वोल्टेज इज क्वाइट लेस देन द कट इन वोल्टेज of your silicon based collector junctions, and therefore the diode is never entered into the saturation zone. तो ये शॉक्टी ट्रांजिस्टर का बेस्ट एडवांटेज है। monolithic diode, so now we are switching the another active component, that is a monolithic diode. Varieties of the diodes you can develop, and A, B, C, D and E, 5 varieties of the diodes from the transistor itself. They are saying like this is base and the emit collector are shorted up, and you having this one. Now you are shorting up the collector and the emitter, you are shorting up the emitter and the base, and you are precarrying a diode. You are just keeping one terminal floated, and your emitter and the base is used as this one. You are keeping emitter as a floated, and the base and the collector are used as a diode. So this is all varieties of the diodes, and all will give you a small variations, and all having their own performance up to the desired. So it is given A, B, C, D, E diodes, and their speciality is given over here. So breakdown voltage is like in the C type of variations. So if I look at the C type of variations where you are shorting up the base and emitter, then you having the highest breakdown voltage, right? So this all are the advantages of the diodes. And diode B and diode D can be utilized as the stored charge device, as this feature gives high speed turn off of the transistors. Diode C and E have the advantage of the highest breakdown voltage. अगर यहाँ पे देखो ये 55 है, ये भी 55 है, तो हर कोई टर्मिनल को मल्टीपल कॉम्बिनेशन शॉर्टिंग करने की वजह से आपको 2-3 वैरायटी मिल रही है। दो इसमें कॉम्बिनेशंस ये पूछ सकता हूँ कि किसमें हाईएस्ट breakdown voltage मिल सकता है, then you can definitely point it out the C and E options. And what is the C and E options? C where you are shorting up the emitter and the base, and E is where you are shorting up the sorry, you are just using the base and the collector as a and emitter as a open. So this both case vary which is offered the highest breakdown voltage. Okay, the last slide of the lecture, that is Schottky barrier diodes. This Schottky barrier diode, that means a metal connections with the n-type material or the n-type layer, so that is the Schottky diodes. And this is your metal semiconductor diodes, that means you having a n plus diffusion and the metal is connected to this. So the bonding pairs are 1 and 2 terminals are the same, but in this case you are directly connecting to the n type, and here you are connecting via n plus channel. So what is the difference between terminal 1 and terminal 2? So if you look at here, that the two contacts were created. Contact number 1, that means without n plus channel, so this is a Schottky barrier, and contact number 2 which is a ohmic contact. So यहाँ पे metal is connecting to the N plus channel, so that will offer you the ohmic contact. I think in the previous all the IC fabrications, the all ammeters are always with the ohmic contact, or we have also noticed that whenever we are preparing any diffusive contact, so it is always a ohmic contact, and that will with the N plus or little bit enriched ion deposition of impurity, and that will create the N plus channel. So that is what the difference between contact 1 and the contact 2. So Schottky barrier is a non-ohmic contact, non-rectifying contact, right? A symbolic representation of the Schottky diode is given in the over here, the symbol in the B, and I think this is what the advantages and disadvantages we had seen. With this I stopped here. Stay home, stay safe, focus properly. Thank you.